Couldn't tell you how much fun it was.
They can't be laughing back there.
We had no idea what we were in for.
They are talking about the commercials for Warrior Lacrosse that have been airing all summer. 4 spots featuring Matt Strebel, Jeff Sonke, Chris Fiore, and Kyle Dixon. Filmed just before the start of the Major League Lacrosse season, the storyline of the commercials was a secret to its stars until they showed up on the set.
We kind of had a Cliff Note version of what was going to take place.
And basically had the script of what we were going to do. And it really wasn't too specific. It didn't have any wardrobe in there.
The fact that our shirts are going to be off and all this, I mean, you know, that was kind of an ongoing joke.
And all of a sudden they hand us a pair of fatigue pants, and that was it.
First question that Fiore and I asked was, do we really have to take off our shirts?
I could only do so many sit-ups, and they only work for so long, so apparently they weren't working too well that day.
Once we got over that, it was a lot of fun.
After that initial trepidation was put aside, plenty of hilarity ensued during the course of the shooting.
Oh, that was a low one.
With some of the most entertaining material ending up on the cutting room floor.
I just got hit in the face.
We did 2 days worth of shooting from 7 until about 5 each day. Tons and tons of footage. It's sort of surprising when you go through that and then you see how much of the footage actually makes it into the ads. It's pretty amazing.
As for favorite moments from the finished product, everybody had one.
I gotta say, when Jeff Sonke pops up in the frog suit and rips off his little mask or whatever you want to call it, snorkel, and he makes that face, that's priceless. I gotta say his is the best.
I have no idea what I did. All they said was just jump up, look into the camera, and then look one way, look the other way. So however it happened, it did.
A topic of much debate on the set was which player would have to take a battering ram below the belt. Kyle Dixon was the unlucky one, which was decided in the best way lacrosse players know how.
Basically, he was the youngest guy, so he kind of got to pick the short straw, if you will.
He was volunteered for that. He didn't have a lot of control. I think they asked Sonke to do it first, and he said, nah, I've been around too long.
The youngest player in the Players Club at that time, at the commercial, were like, nope, that's your job.
Actually, funny story. I'm not gonna call out Sonke here, but he just got into a new relationship. His fiance or girlfriend's parents had never really seen lacrosse, and they knew it was going to be aired on TV, and that's the last thing they needed to see was him in some spandex. Being in this new relationship, getting hit in that area with the log. So I was a young guy, and I just kind of took over and stepped up to the plate and did it. Took one for the team there.
Dixon was game, and he did a good job. As you can see, he was perfectly cast for that role.
Immediately after the ads started airing during the NCAA Lacrosse Final Four, everyone's phones started blowing up with reaction from friends and family.
Lacrosse is such a close-knit group to begin with. Like, anytime you do something outrageous like that, you always hear about it. I mean, pretty much as soon as a commercial aired for the first time, all of a sudden your cell phone rings 4 or 5 times, and you know, you get busted on a little bit.
As a whole, I think it does a nice job for Warrior. As an individual, I think I've got my balls broken a few times. Apologize about that.
And the quirky ads have given the sport of lacrosse some unique exposure on a national level and gotten a great response from fans.
I was in the little sports bar watching the Final Four, and the ad came on, and you know, I see a guy in a booth with his girlfriend, and he sees the ad and he says, that was a funny ad. So, you know, even for people who don't know what lacrosse is, maybe aren't familiar with it, I think it's an ad that's catchy, and they see it and it's funny, so that again it catches the eye. And I think that the fact that it's on, you know, national TV, it's pretty cool.
Warrior being the main sponsor of the MLL and just having some outrageous stuff like that, it's going to do nothing but just create talk about it. I mean, guys are talking everywhere, asking me how much fun it was. I mean, asking how we did it. Did I really take that log like that, or were we really hitting each other hard? I mean, it just creates a buzz out there that's just great for the game and great for Warrior itself.